Alright everybody, what's going on you guys? Nazario here, but if you can't pronounce that, just call me Z. Before we start off with this little update video, let me just give you guys a quick little rundown as to where I've been lately. Basically, I have been trying to graduate, in which I did. Look right there. I graduated, so I am now an associate of general studies and specialization in agribusiness. So yay for me, and who knows what's next after this. Maybe I'm gonna just stick with the associates, or who knows. But either way, that's not the topic of this video today. The topic is the fact that Zebulon is actually 2 years old now. So I wanted to make this video as just an update as to what it's been like having a boa constrictor that's 2 years old, and just going down with the basics of him as a growing juvenile, almost a sub-adult, to be honest. So without further ado, here's Zebulon. Okay, I'm outside right now, so please disregard the air conditioning unit behind my phone slash camera, whatever you want to call it. I'm still getting back into the gist of like filming again. So here is Zebulon now. So he's currently about 5 feet now, a little under 5 feet, but a little over 4. But like, this is the size of our big boy here. Let me just step a little closer so you guys can get a better look at him. Hopefully he comes up. There he is. Yep. So this is what I'm dealing with now. A much stronger, healthier, a bigger snake. This is probably been one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had with owning an animal, and it's just so awesome to watch him grow, because I remember back when he was barely fitting in the palm of my hand. So it's just so cool to like see this type of growth and just experience it, and just watching him grow into what's most likely going to be a nice gentle giant one day. Hopefully not too big, because that means I need money. So it's just super duper cool to see him just flourish and just watch his personality change a little bit, and watch him become from this scared little snake he once was to just this chill dude who's just like, I don't care, just feed me. Stuff like that. So basically, what I'm about to get into now is just what's changed about him and what hasn't changed. So let's just get into that now. All right, first thing that's really changed that I've noticed since he's gotten older and since he's now technically 2 years old is that his shed tends to last a little bit longer now. I'm not sure if that has something to do with like his humidity in his tank now, because I've noticed it kind of fluctuates a little bit more often, so I might have to change that. But if you have any suggestions in the comments, just leave it down below and I'll read them and I'll reply back to you. But I've noticed his sheds have been lasting a little bit longer. I've noticed sometimes it'll take a little more than a week for him to shed. Like, it'll probably take at least 8 to 10 days whenever he's going through his shed cycle. But when he comes out of shed, he's just, he's just this gorgeous snake with such beautiful iridescence. And if it comes up on the camera, which it probably won't just due to camera angles, his iridescence is just out of this world. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. So that's just one of the cool things that I've noticed about him. He's just, starting to get bigger, just a little bit more mature now. Because I still remember when he was in his gray stage, and anybody who has a boa knows exactly what I'm talking about, when most baby boas tend to be gray. So he's definitely hitting that adult stage of his life now, and it's just super duper cool. Number 2, The other thing that I've noticed about him is that his feed, it's the way I feed him was always going to change anyway, just depending on his size. Back around the last time I did a video with Zebulon, I believe, actually you guys got to see it through some of the shorts that I did and some of the smaller videos that I've been doing, because lately my videos have been kind of interesting because I haven't quite really had a chance to do videos with him. But the thing I've noticed is that he will take down rats like none other. So it's still like that growth spurt era of his where he's just constantly eating and eating. I feed him once every week. Feed your snake depending on how often they poop. I know that's not necessarily the most proper way to say it, but feed them according to how long it takes them to poop, and that's when you can go ahead and feed them. If your snake, it happens to be a little bit on that smaller side, I recommend giving them some hopper mice, but if you're comfortable enough feeding them adult mice, go for it. I feed Zebulon small to medium sized rats, just because they're a little bit easier for him to like latch onto and take, because I remember around the time when he was a year old, he wasn't necessarily taking rats, but he really wanted to. He just wasn't big enough for him yet. Now he's taking rats like crazy and he won't eat anything else. Might try him on some quail eggs, but we'll see eventually. Number 3, the size. As you guys can see, I'm 5'7". You can see if I like stand back a little bit, his whole body is reaching across my torso. So he's definitely getting bigger, and his tail is starting to wrap around one of my braids, so hopefully he doesn't pull one out. When your boa is starting to grow, you're definitely going to feel it in many more ways than you could imagine, because once they grow, it's like, you know, it's game time, because they're not necessarily a fast growing snake, because they are slow growers. So you're gonna have your times when you get a baby boa and you're like, dang, when are you gonna be this big giant one of these days? When are you gonna just be like this big snake I can take out for my friends and just, you know, let them see this huge awesome snake I have? If you're that type of person, then that time's gonna fly by, because I'm still reminiscing on the days when Zebulon could still fit in his water dish. Now he's just this big thing where it takes 2 hands to hold him. I remember I could just scoop him up. Now when I'm taking him out, it's like, you know, I have to like hook him like I'm fishing. I kind of have to be a little bit careful too whenever he sees certain things, like, you know, maybe a butterfly or something, because he could reach out for it if he wanted to, or maybe a bird when I have him out here, because he's gotten that big. So that's one of the things that you kind of got to take into consideration, and one of the things I've learned, because hey, Zebulon is much bigger now, and he's gonna keep getting bigger. He's not the baby that I saw in the shop that I used to work for a couple years back. This is just my little boy, and I just gotta appreciate him. I just gotta love him, and I'm not going to stop moving. So ain't that right? Basically, that was really it for today's video. Just want to make something quick, just a nice little update for us. Now that, you know, I'm graduated, not dealing with class right now at the moment, I can definitely upload a little bit more on a consistent basis and just, you know, connect with you guys even more. I'm really active on Instagram, a little bit active on TikTok. Most of my uploads stem from my shorts feed anyway, so hey, I'm always gonna upload no matter what, but I'm definitely get back to uploading videos like this so we can build more of a community here, because we need more black reptile keepers. That's the number one thing we'll always need no matter what. More black reptile keepers, more reptile keepers of color, to show that the stigma can be changed, that not everybody is afraid of these creatures. These creatures are peaceful. These are wonderful creatures. These creatures are just misunderstood. We are the bridge to gets people to learn about these animals in ways that school won't teach them, ways that Western media won't teach them. These things, these creatures that God has given us are just incredible. They're just incredible animals. So that's just basically it. To wrap up this really quick video today, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below for whatever you want to see, whatever questions you have, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Follow me on my socials, link in the description, and let's just have a good old time. 2024, it's our year. What's next? All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Z